Hello everyone, and welcome to the September 24th edition of the Lasso Portfolio Daily Recap. At this point, we have a rolling overall profit of $72,000. Market overview today, we have the Dow was down a little over 0.5%. The S&P 500 was down just shy of 1%, a little over 0.75%. The Nasdaq and the Russell were down the biggest today. Nasdaq down nearly 1.5%, and the Russell was down over 1.5%. So naturally, volatility was up today. The VIX was VIX is currently at 17, and then bonds were up almost 1.25% today. And gold up about 0.5% today. So now let's go ahead and take a look at our positions in the portfolio, starting with Apple. All right, and Apple down just about 0.5% today, closed at 217.68. We do have an income trade on Apple currently, so taking a look at that. And that does expire October 18th, so we still have 24 days till expiration on that. And here is that income trade, and you can see that is well within the green zone. So we're good on that trade, that position at this point. Next, we have Amazon. Amazon, we did have an income trade on today, but that closed out today for profit. We hit our profit target, and we made a profit of $322 on this income trade on Amazon. And we don't have any open positions currently. Just to look at what Amazon did today, however, it was down almost 2.5%, closed at 1741.61. And like I said, no open positions currently on Amazon any longer. Alibaba was down over 3% today, closed at 171.55. We do currently have some cash secured puts on Alibaba. Let's take a look at those. Those do expire this Friday on the September 27th. So here's our cash secured puts. So if Alibaba closes below 162.50 on Friday, then we will buy shares of Alibaba at that price. Next, Baidu. Baidu down over 4.5% today, closed at 97.61. Baidu, we are long 400 shares. We also have a couple income trades on Baidu, so let's take a look at those. First of all, we do have an income trade that expires this Friday, and you can see here it is well within the danger zone. So we did make an adjustment today on that position and added another income trade that expires October 25th. So here is that. Now currently sitting in the caution zone on that trade, on that income trade. All right, and then Chipotle. Chipotle down almost 2.25%, closed at 824.49. We have multiple income trades on Chipotle. We did have one close out today here, and we did add another one on the put side we would have had an iron condor, if you're familiar with those terms, would have had an iron condor for the October 4th expiration on Chipotle, but as we were putting on the put spread, our call spread closed out for profit. So let's go ahead and take a look at the open income trades. First of all, for the October 4th expiration, we see our income trade here in the green zone for the October 4th expiration. For the October 25th expiration, we have an income trade here, well within the green zone there. And then the income trade for the November 1st expiration, also well within the green zone there. All right, then Disney. Disney was down a little over 1/4% today, closed at 131.97. We do have some cash secured puts on Disney. So take a quick look at those. Those do expire this Friday on September 27th. So here, if Disney closes below $130 per share on Friday, then we will buy some shares of Disney at $130 per share. Oops. And Facebook. Facebook down almost 3% today, closed at 181.28. We are holding 200 shares of Facebook. We're long 200 shares of Facebook. We do have a covered call that expires this Friday. And then we also have an income trade. So let's take a look at all that. Here for Friday's expiration, here's our covered call. If by some miracle Facebook closes above 197.50 on Friday, then we will sell our shares of Facebook for a profit. Very unlikely that that will happen this Friday. Then our income trade expires October 4th. And that is getting very close to the danger zone, deep in the caution zone at this point. So we'll keep an eye on that. We may have to make an adjustment on that trade, on that income trade. Next, GLD, which is a gold ETF. Gold was down, or I'm sorry, up 0.5% today. GLD closed at 144.51. We are long 300 shares of GLD, and we have some covered calls. So let's take a look at that. Those covered calls do expire this Friday. So here they are. So if GLD closes above $147 per share on Friday, then we will sell our shares for a profit. Next, Google. Google down over 1.25%, closed at 1218.33. We have an income trade on Google that closes October 4th, or expires October 4th, excuse me. And here is that income trade, so you can see well within the green zone on our Google income trade. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs down over 2.5% today, closed at 207.75. We had a couple of income trades on today. We had a couple income trades on. Those closed today. Hit our profit targets on those specific income trades. So overall on the Goldman Sachs income trades, we actually took a loss of $1,435. So great learning experience on this income trade series of income trades as well. If you do those income trades, if you do the bull put, the credit spreads, the bull put spreads, or the bear call spreads, iron condors, things of that nature, this would have been the original income trade would have been a $7,500 loss, but instead we made some adjustments and managed the trade, and we were able to come away with it with only losing $1,400. So great learning experience on that trade, as all the losing trades always are. We do still have a couple cash secured puts on Goldman Sachs, and those expire on Friday. Here those are. So if Goldman Sachs closes below $205 per share, then we will buy some shares of Goldman Sachs at $205, and of course well within the range of that. Next, IWM, which is the ETF that tracks the Russell 2000 index. We have some cash secured puts on IWM, and IWM was down 1.5% today, closed at 152.43. So taking a look at those cash secured puts, those do expire on Friday. Here those are. So if IWM closes below $149.50 per share, then we will buy shares of IWM at $149.50. Next, JP Morgan. We have an income trade on JP Morgan. We also have some cash secured puts on JP Morgan. And JP Morgan was down 1.3%, closed at 117.33. Taking a look at those positions. First of all, the cash secured puts expire on Friday. Here those are. So if JP Morgan closes below $113 per share on Friday, we will buy shares of JP Morgan at $113 per share. We also have an income trade that expires October 18th. That is in the caution zone currently, so we will keep an eye on that. Next, NDX. We had a naked call on NDX, which is the cash settled index for the NASDAQ. Now, I say this was naked, however, it was hedged with these 40 QQQ calls. So it wasn't really, even though the NDX call was naked, it was actually a risk-free trade. So first of all, of the many great advantages of using NDX, one advantage with the Lasso strategy is having a risk-free trade. So ask your financial advisor if they know how to do a risk-free trade. Now, we closed the NDX trade today for a profit of $560. Again, that was put on risk-free. But not only that, but the NDX cash settled index is what's called a Section 1256 contract. And what's unique about 1256 contracts is how they are taxed. With a 1256 contract, 60% of the profit is taxed as long-term capital gains, and only 40% is taxed as short-term capital gains, no matter how long the position was held. Normally, for long-term capital gains, the position needs to be held for at least a year. Otherwise, everything is taxed as short-term capital gains. But these Section 1256 contracts have the unique tax advantage of being taxed 60% long-term capital gains no matter how long the position was held. So great way to benefit yourself in a tax position and to better your tax position by using these Section 1256 contracts. And while we're looking at the Qs, we do still have these calls that we have long. We may use those again and do another naked call on the NDX. We'll see how that plays out. We also do have some cash secured puts on the QQQ, so let's take a look at that. Those do expire. Oh, of course, this is JP Morgan. QQQ down 1.3%, closed at 187.97. The cash secured puts do expire on Friday. Those are here. So if QQQ closes below 182.50 on Friday, then we will buy shares of QQQ. And then October 11th, take a look. These are the long calls that we're holding on to, basically as a lottery ticket at this point in time. All right, so next is Netflix. Netflix down over 4.25%, down to 254.59. We have a cash secured put on Netflix, and we also are long some puts on Netflix. Those both expire tomorrow, or this Friday, excuse me. So first of all, this is the cash secured put at 277.50. So at this point, we will be buying shares of Netflix, and we'll be buying at the price of 277.50. So currently well above the market price. We are holding these long puts on Netflix as well. Those are currently acting as a hedge to the cash secured put that we have that we're currently holding for a loss. So we're looking to buy shares of Netflix by Friday, or on Friday, and then we'll use these long puts to cash out some money on those as well. Nvidia, we had an income trade on Nvidia that closed out for profit today. Nvidia was down 1.3%, closed at 172.53, and this income trade closed out for a profit of $300 today. And as always, with all of the positions that have closed out, as well as this Nvidia position, we'll be going over those in detail in the subscriber video. So be sure to check that out. We looked at QQQ. Next, Target. Target, we also had an income trade that closed out for profit today. Target down almost 1.25%, closed at 107.45. The profit on that income trade on Target was $350. And then we also have some cash secured puts on Target. So take a look at those. Those close October 4th. So those are here. If Target is below $103 per share October 4th, then we will buy shares of Target at $103 per share. TLT, which is an ETF that tracks the bonds. TLT was up almost 1.25% today, closed at 143.57. We have some income trades on TLT. One closes on Friday, well within the danger zone on this income trade, so we of course made the adjustment and entered a second tier of income trades that expire October 4th, excuse me. And those are currently in the green zone. Next, Tesla. Tesla down huge today, down almost 7.5%, closed at 223.21. Now we did have an income trade on Tesla that closed out for profit today. We closed that for a profit of $300 on Tesla on that income trade. And we also do have some cash secured puts on Tesla that expire on Friday. Those are here at the 220 strike. So if Tesla closes below $220 per share on Friday, then we will buy shares of Tesla at $220 per share. We are well within range of that happening. And then finally, Walmart. Walmart was up 0.2% today, closed at 118.40. We have an income trade as well as cash secured puts on Walmart. So let's take a look at those. The cash secured puts expire this Friday. Those are here at the 111 strike. So if Walmart closes below 111 on Friday, we will buy shares of Walmart. The income trade expires next Friday, October 4th. And that is here. And so we are well in the green zone on our Walmart income trade. And that is it for the portfolio. Thanks for watching the daily recap. Be sure to check out the subscriber video so you can see all of the details on all of the closed trades that we went through, and especially that Goldman Sachs trade and learning how to manage those trades, and also the NDX trade and learning how to capitalize on those tax benefits that those Section 1256 contracts give you. All right. Thanks everyone. Make it a great night. We'll see you at the next video.